back to Brokey Peace. We have upgraded our equipment 10,000 times in order to bring this video to you, because as you know, that's the sound of poverty. And today we're going to be going into this Roger deck. As the One Piece meta is changing, you know, Ace is kind of still in there, but Boa and all the 7 Warlords is going to be replacing the OP13 decks. Roger's going to get some life to him. Now, the deck list from Eggman Events, you know, it's obviously going to be pretty good because it's actively out there winning tournaments. But I'm not built for the Blonde Clay. I'm not built for the Charlotte Katakuri, the Uso Hachi. Like, I'm not built to grab all these old cards. Now, the Shanks, actually. I did go ahead and I picked up some of the Shanks on tcgplayer. Now, if you're looking at the Mr. Bond, Mr. 2 Bond, who people are saying to put that in the deck, I'm not going to do that. Market price $33.89. You need 4 of them. I'm not saying it's not a good card. I'm just saying that's not how I'm going to be playing the game. It's Brokey Peace. It's not have every single card in your deck piece. Jeez Louise. So as you can see, I made some changes. You know, I really went for cost-effective changes because of all of the OP13 purple. I had all copies of these. I had all these copies. These are promos that I was luckily able to get my hands on. But then all these events, I actually have a manga of this Divine Departure I might put in there. I have all these purple cards. Now, the Gold D Roger, which is a goated card, I have 2 of those and 4 of these Utas for my Ace deck. So I can just peel them and put them in there. Now these are the main changes I made. I picked up some Douglas Bullet OP12. Now this isn't a good card, it's for the 2K counter strictly. I just needed some red 2K counter. And then this Silver's Rayleigh from OP9. You know, I don't want to be just like everybody else. And we're trying to be cost effective here at Brokey Peace. So we're going to be running this 5-cost blocker. It's got 6,000 power. Won't play if your opponent has 2 or more characters with an original power of 5,000 or more. Draw 2 cards and discard 1 from your hand. So this is essentially like a much worse Marco blocker, but with 1K counter. I was trying to look at the options. Having another blocker is solid. You know, again, I picked up these 4 copies of each of these cards, and I think another copy of some Shanks for under $2. So, I mean, if it's terrible, it's terrible. It's very cost effective. I had all these from before already, so I was able to build this deck essentially for $3. Now, what here is listed is not everything I'm getting. Again, like I said, I went through and I actually saw that the Shanks here, it's only $1.50. That's pretty good, you know. The Bond Clay being $30 when it's pretty good, but it's not as epic as this card here. Do all your opponent's characters are minus 1,000 power and rush at 12,000 power himself. I've been devastated by this card time and time again. Now again, as the meta's changing, the Boa $150 deck, you know, you have to think of ways to get around that. And my solution is to use what you have, find cards that are cheap, and add them in when you can. Now this is just going to be a small video going over how you can build decks when you have the certain cards already. Using this simulator to look at the cards and what they do is very helpful. That's how I was able to look at these cards to see what I wanted to pick up. And, you know, it's all about fighting against the high prices to stay active in the card game. So, thanks for watching Brokey Peace. Any comments, leave them down below. Tell me what you want to see. And we'll be back to you with the sound of poverty.